The Village of Lincoln Heights regular council meeting is now in session. Today's date is Monday, April the 8th, 2024. The time is now 7:45. Roll call, Ms. Randolph.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber. Councilwoman Nona Calhoun-Munya.
Present.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Present.
Councilwoman Tanya Key. No response. Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Present.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter.
Present.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Present.
We have 6 who are present, 1 who is absent, and as I stated in the committee of the whole, Councilwoman Tanya Key did send a notification that she will be out for medical reasons.
I'd like to have a motion to excuse Councilwoman Key at this council meeting.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun-Munya.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
I also like to make a motion to excuse Councilman Daniels from the Monday, March 25th council meeting due to illness.
So moved. Second.
Been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun-Munya.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 5 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Okay. All right. The prayer will be given by Councilwoman Calhoun-Munya.
Thank you. Heavenly Father, we gather here as the Village of Council of Lincoln Heights, entrusted with the welfare of our community. Guide our hearts and minds in the spirit of fairness, right thought, and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance and our truth. We say this in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right. From that, we're going to go start with our public hearing today. Because of the regular council meeting was posting, we needed to inform our residents of the time. We cannot change that time for 7:45, so we're just going to go straight into the public hearing, and then we'll come back to the regular council meeting. Yes, sir.
Every 3 years, Hamilton County sends out a form for community development block grants for a 3-year cycle. We now are looking at the 2024 through 2026 cycle, and we've been asked to list projects that we would like to submit to CDBG as our wish list and prioritize those projects. So one of the requirements as part of this process is to have public hearings. We have to have 2, one, and post them in the newspaper, which has been done. We've also posted them locally here at the building and throughout the village for April 8th and April 22nd. Tonight, we do not have anyone from the public, but I would like to just say that, as well as internal recommendations for CDBG grant projects, we're asking the public for suggestions. The meeting tonight and the meeting on April 22nd are to review prospective projects, complete grant applications, and then prioritize them for 2024 through 2026. These have to be submitted to Hamilton County by April 30th. So what I have developed thus far in terms of potential CDBG projects are a new salt bin, asphalt paving for the public works area, memorial field lights and scoreboard repair, and public Wi-Fi. Now, I have to contact Hamilton County regarding at least one of these proposed projects or potential projects, the public Wi-Fi, because Hamilton County has designated certain categories that they prefer projects to be submitted for, and this is not one of them. However, because we've already initiated a program and we have been getting funding, I'd like to try to continue that. So I'm going to contact them and see whether or not this is eligible. But if not, we'll go for the others. But I'm also, prior to April 30th, planning to develop submissions for repair and improvement of Shepherd Avenue, Van Buren, Bird, a home repair code enforcement grant, and a tree planting program. Now, I'm not saying I'll submit a potential project for each one, but those are some of the things that I'm looking at, and will develop potential submissions by April 30th. Now, hopefully on April 22nd, the public will provide some input on what they think we might need to apply for. And if so, then we'll have a little over a week to develop something for that. But at this point in time, I'd like to ask council if there's any recommendations that it has in terms of potential CDBG projects over the next 3 years that I haven't mentioned.
Have we thought about the Wayne Avenue and Chamberlain, right in that area where it's sinking?
Wayne Avenue, and there's an area that is sinking?
You don't come up that way then.
I do not.
Right up, right there at Chamberlain and what's the street with the Bird Street on the other side?
In between Chamberlain and Bird.
Yeah.
Is the plate still there?
If you come up the street, if you're going north on Wayne Avenue, you will definitely run into it
On the street or?
on the street.
Okay, so Wayne is sinking between Chamberlain and Bird?
It's been doing that for quite a while, and they've tried to address it. It just hasn't worked.
Okay,
And
all
then
right.
you also have down here at Mangum and Chamberlain again, where the street is bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Those dips.
Yeah.
Mr. Lemon, I'd like to suggest, and I don't know because all of it is not our property, but if we can continue the sidewalk on Mangum, you know, on the west side. I mean, it's hard to put something on the east side, but there's a portion there that is not, that it stops as you come across Lindy, I believe, from
Okay.
Lindy to Stephens.
Okay. It's on the west side, right?
Uh-huh.
Did anyone on this side have any suggestions for Mr. Lemon? Okay.
Feel free anytime between now and April 22nd if you have any additional suggestions to let me know. of course, I can't guarantee, you know, how many of these we might get or how much. But we need to at least make the effort.
Right. So, but we would prioritize and then
Well,
we would select those that look like they would be the,
yes, one of the requirements is we have to prioritize them, and we have to indicate which year
we want it done.
we want the project done. So we can't say we want everything done in the
Right.
first year.
Right.
So we have to lay it out for a 3-year period, so hopefully we can do that without a lot of gnashing of teeth.
I have a question about, you mentioned the code enforcement. So we had that before and we just did it for all 3 years. Is that something you think we would do this time so that we would ensure that for
can.
3 years we had a code
We
enforcement?
can,
Okay.
Okay.
okay, that's all I have, Madam.
All right, thank you. All right, so since we don't have any public comments, motion to adjourn, well, we don't, because it's in the middle of the meeting. We want to adjourn.
Well,
Yeah, so I'll just close the public hearing. Looks like it's at 7:57. Okay, so the public hearing is now closed. We'll go back into our regular council meeting. So motion in order for acceptance of the present agenda.
So moved.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I gotta rescind that. I need to make a motion for the agenda. Oh, yes, I need to make a motion to move the consent agenda to actually the supplemental agenda. That would be Resolution 25. To take that out of consent agenda and move it to supplemental. And reason why, because the other ones will be conjoined together as the consent agenda, because they all are pertaining to transfer of monies.
Okay, say that again.
The consent agenda, I'm asking to I'm making a motion to amend the agenda to make that become the supplemental agenda, because this is regarding amending, and all the other ones that are listed have to do with transfer of money. Because we want to group them all together, so, yeah. Okay. All right. So is it?
Motion.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Ms. Baber.
No, that's what I was looking
Oh,
for.
okay, thank you. All right, I thought he was going to say something. Okay, is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so we're going to go into old business regarding the standing committee schedule. So as we had talked in our committee of the whole,
Yeah.
oh,
You skipped it.
It's not on here. Oh,
Communication.
I'm looking at the wrong one, y'all. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry, I'm still looking at my committee of the whole. All right, it's my bad, I'm sorry. Okay, motion order for the filing of the journal for the committee of the whole meeting minutes from March 25th and regular council meeting minutes from March 25th with any necessary corrections.
So moved. Second.
Been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, we'll go into announcements. Councilman Daniels, any for you?
No announcements at this time.
Okay. Councilwoman Calhoun Mumia?
Yeah, I'd like to announce the Finance Committee. The Finance Committee will be meeting on the third Monday, April the 15th, at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, thank you. Right, and is there anything else, another one? Oh, never mind, it's over here. I just thought about that. All right, Councilwoman Baber?
our recreation meeting will be, if it's all right with Mr. Daniels, because he wasn't here for the first meeting, the first Monday at 6:30. The first Monday in May at 6:30.
Okay. All right. Councilwoman Mitchell?
Yes, ma'am. Our Economic Development Committee will, we've already had one meeting, but our regular meeting will be the first Monday of the month at 5:30.
And Vice Mayor Charles Jeter.
Law and Safety Committee will meet at 5:30 p.m. 1 week from the day. That would be the third Monday in every month unless it's a holiday.
All right, thank you. Okay, I do not have any announcements. All righty. And so, do we have any hearing from the residents?
No, ma'am.
All right. So that leaves the regular agenda. Communications to council from the Clerk of Council, Lisa Randolph.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to reiterate to the residents of Lincoln Heights that the 2024 award application, we still have some copies here. If you would like to have your junior or senior high school student to participate in, you need to have a 2.5 GPA and show proof of acceptance to an accredited college or university. The deadline is Friday, April 19th, and inside the application it has 2 addresses where you need to send the application to. So just keep that in mind, Friday, April 19th. That's the first announcement. The second one is from Towns Chapel CME Church. They will be hosting their first Boys to Men Health, Wealth, and Relationships Conference on Saturday, April 20th. It all starts at 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They will begin our weekend on Friday evening, April 19th, with a meet and greet. Now, you do have to register, and you need to RSVP by Monday, April 15th. You can either send an email or text. You can text to the number 513-371-6757. That's 513-371-6757, or send an email, and that's to arj63@gmail.com. That's REV as in Victor, ARJ63@gmail.com. Again, the conference will be Friday, April 19th, and also Saturday, April 20th. Now, Saturday, they're going to have a full day from 8:30 until 2 p.m. There'll be a continental breakfast as well as a light lunch. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Randolph. Okay. I don't have any communications. I thought I had a report. Yes, I do. Mine's got wet, actually. So I do have the mayor's monthly court report for the month of March, given by Council Clerk of Court Vicki Bowers. Even though our tickets are being sent down to Hamilton County, we still are being able to actually collect. So total to the state, $262.50. Total area fines to external agencies is $0. Total to other entities, including restitution, $10.50. Total bonds forfeited to the village, $0. Total to village, including miscellaneous receipts and adjustments and BA fees, $2,275. Total dispersed, $2,548. Also listed on the back is the bank reconciliation. If there's not any questions, motion to accept.
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Okay. All right, is there any new business? Okay, there's. Communication from the interim village manager.
All I would comment is I invite the public to the April 22nd meeting pertaining to community development block grants, and also to please visit our website and Facebook page because new information is being added all the time. So I encourage everybody to visit periodically.
Thank you, Mr. Lemon. Any questions for Mr. Lemon? If not, all right, we'll go straight into the standing committee report from the Economic Development Chair, Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Thank you, Mayor. The Economic Development Committee had its first meeting. We had a very good meeting. As we reviewed the minutes from the meeting that we had, the last meeting that we had in 2023, Mr. Lemon informed us that those conditions, those concerns that we had on Memorial Fields, such as the shed and the walking trail, will be addressed. The shed needs to be skirted, and then there are some improvements that need to be done to the walking trail. He stated that he also will check on the cages map with Hamilton County because they list Memorial Field is still listed as Oak Park. So we wanted to sort of get that corrected. We discussed the need for the Planning Commission to meet. So we're going to be working on that to get them to meet and discuss the land use plan. And when that meeting happens, Mr. Steve Johns and Liz Bloom and council will be invited to that meeting so that we all can understand better what the land use plan is all about and make sure that we try to get it started. We also discussed under old business, we discussed the CRA, the Community Reinvestment Act that allows us to give some abatements and tax breaks to new homeowners and current homeowners. And we have contracted with Alloy Development to begin working on that CRA for us. And so what we'll be looking at our next meeting is what those abatement terms will be. So that's going to be an exciting time for the village. We know that we are having some complications with our titles. Our property listed in 3 different names: Village of Lincoln Heights, City of Lincoln Heights, maybe the CIC and the Lincoln Heights land reutilization. So we have to get all that worked out so that we'll be able to decide what lots we have that need to be consolidated so that we can begin moving with our CRA. And in doing so, you know, we are recommending that we lift the moratorium on our property sales, which we can't do till we really figure out what our properties are. So Mr. Lemon will be working on that so that we can identify those. The other thing is that we have invited Deborah Robb to come out and talk to us a little bit more about HERC. We know that we're having houses built on Van Buren and Adams. And so we want to make sure that our residents understand how they can apply for these homes. We also are suggesting that HERC identify those properties with the sign that says, you know, a home will be built, future home. so people get an idea where the houses are actually going to go. Some of the suggestions for our goals is one, the CRA, repealing the moratorium, addressing the car repair business that's down on at Shepherd Lane and Mangum, looking at our road improvements for Shepherd Lane and Steffens, beautification, and our code compliance initiative. Those are the things that we have on our agenda. That concludes my report, and I will do a written one.
Thank you.
I move to
Let me ask you something, I'm sorry.
Pardon me. I just wanted to make a quick comment about the way titles are held. Something for the administration and for the committee to remember is that even though a municipality takes title to a property, it is subject to being taxed unless that property is being used for a public purpose. Several years ago, I went through all the property in the village, and the property that was held either in the name of the city of Lincoln Heights or the village of Lincoln Heights, where we could establish a public purpose, we applied to the Department of Taxation to get that property exempt. The example that pops up in my mind is the parking lot across the street next to the basketball court. We at one time were paying tax on that, but the application for exemption was granted because obviously it's a public parking lot and it facilitates use of a public basketball court. So that's the first thing to understand is that, I remember when I first started practicing law, I always thought that, if a city-owned property, it wasn't going to be taxed, but that's not the case under Ohio law. You have to show that it's being used for a public purpose. Sort of on a parallel track, as a result of the foreclosure crisis in 2008, the village acquired a lot of property. And the short story on this is that if it was a delinquent tax foreclosure, not a bank mortgage foreclosure, but a delinquent tax foreclosure, meaning the property taxes weren't getting paid, the county would file a lawsuit, a foreclosure action in the common pleas court. And then it would go to sale. If the property didn't sell after they tried to do that twice, the village would get a letter saying, would you like this property for free? And I would then file a petition for forfeiture, but basically a brief saying, yeah, we'd like it. At the beginning of that process, we were going through extraordinary steps once again to get that property that we acquired deemed exempt so that we weren't getting taxed on it. The best vehicle for doing that was the LRP, the Lincoln Heights Land Reutilization Program. After several years of us doing that, the statute was amended to say that property acquired by an LRP is automatically deemed to be held for a public purpose. So that eliminated us having to apply to prove that we were using it for a public purpose. It didn't administratively stop us from getting taxed, but we were able to work out with the treasurer's office and the auditor's office a process whereby once we acquired a property in the name of the LRP, essentially I could let them know and then they would make it exempt on the tax bill. But the key takeaway I want you to remember is, A, if we acquire property in the name of Lincoln Heights, whether it's city or village, it's not automatically exempt. We got to show we're using it for a public purpose. And B, if we acquire property in the name of the LRP, it is automatically deemed to be for a public purpose. So where we can acquire property in the name of the LRP, it is to our benefit because it saves time on that first step of getting it deemed to be for a public purpose, and allows me to just reach out to the auditor and treasurer's office and get taken care of what we need to get taken care of there to make it officially noted as being tax exempt. So I just wanted to bring that up as
Right.
if you start looking at what is a significant amount of property in our name, the LRP is the ideal way for us to hold it.
Okay, to hold it. Now, and so when we talk about for a public purpose, if we deem it no longer necessary for public purpose, what's the process? What does that mean? We can indeed sell it, or what do we have to go through to release it from public purpose?
We don't need to do anything with that.
Okay, we can just sell it?
So as I recall, and this is testing my memory a bit, I'm going back to 2008, 2009, 2010.
Right.
As I recall, some of the properties, what we did was we created community gardens on the properties so that they would be for a public purpose. And then that allowed me to document to the Department of Taxation that it was being used for a public purpose so we could get it exempt. So let's say we have a lot that's a community garden
Right,
and it's been deemed a public purpose and it's titled in the name of Lincoln Heights, not the LRP. There's no reason we can't just sell that outright. We do
Okay.
not need to go through any steps to declassify it as a
Okay.
public purpose,
okay.
okay?
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay.
You ready for this motion now?
Yes.
A motion to receive the Economic Development Committee report.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, no nays.
I move you second.
All right. Thank you. All right, and so we'll go from there. We'll go into the old business as far as the standing committee schedule. So it's listed on there, and so, but really, there's not much to talk about. So I want to thank the chairs and the co-chairs during our committee of the whole to come up with some dates for our residents to start back attending our standing committees. So looking forward to seeing some good work coming out of each committee. Looking for written reports monthly so we can share that with the residents. And we'll be making sure to do the robocalls the closer it gets for the dates that you all have decided on. So thank you once again on the standing committee schedules. Okay. Any new business? Okay. All right, so then that means the supplemental agenda, motion in order for the first reading of Resolution 2024 R25. Second. Okay. It's been moved in second. Roll call, Ms. Randolph.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber. Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Muya.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass. Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio, resolution number 2024-R-25. Resolution amending 2024-0-3. Annual 2024 Permanent Appropriation Ordinance, specifically Exhibit A attached thereto.
Is there any questions? Are there no questions? Motion to suspend.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. It's been moved in second.
Ms.
Which one?
Second. Yeah, 2 seconds. Which one?
Ms. Mitchell.
Ms. Baber, I think was first, but
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
Which one? Who?
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
okay, thank you.
right?
The second?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, it's been moved.
it's
in
hard to hear the mic.
We're gonna have to use
Okay.
this thing right here.
It's
It's
been
hard to
moved
hear.
in second. Okay.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Muia,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Motion to receive for passage.
Second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6
A motion,
aye votes. The motion does pass.
motion to adopt the emergency clause.
Second. Okay, Baber. Okay.
Who's second?
Miss
Councilwoman Baber, I believe.
Yes, ma'am.
We can't hear you in the mic. Okay. Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we have on the consent agenda. Yes. Yes, we did. Didn't you know? Yes, sir, we did. Okay. All right, we'll go into the consent agenda. Okay, based on the consent agenda, they're all dealing with transfers of money. And so I'm asking for a motion for the first reading of Resolution 2020 R26 through 31.
So moved.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass. Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio, Resolution Number 2024-R-26, resolution authorizing the Finance Director to transfer monies from a special revenue fund to the general fund.
Oh, she's not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so just, because we don't do this very often, just to remind everybody of the consent agenda, we're trying to speed things up, right? Because these are non-controversial items. So when the mayor calls the consent agenda, if anybody objects to any item being on the consent agenda, they voice that objection, and at that point, it comes off the consent agenda. Thereafter, as the mayor did, she makes a motion, it's a single motion to approve the various items on the consent agenda. And as long as that motion passes, they all pass. We don't need to read them. The only other thing remaining is the emergency clause, and I believe all of these have an emergency clause on them. So now that we've had the motion to approve all the items on the consent agenda, and that is passed 6-0, correct?
Correct.
All right, so the next motion should be, is there a motion to adopt the emergency clause set forth in the relevant sections of the legislation on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Motion for passage?
You on, that's it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I just get on the roll. Because they're all emergency clause.
So, question, when we're doing that, do you start off with, the, motion for whatever the numbers are, the resolution numbers all the way down to 34, 35, whatever it is, and then you skip to the emergency clause after that?
Right, essentially, all you do is mention we've got these items on the consent agenda, R20 whatever through R what. Does anyone object, or is there a motion to approve the various items on the consent agenda?
I watched this on the commissioners' meeting and still forgot how to do it.
It's
Okay,
confusing.
thank you.
So we're done with that, right? I think that's it. That's it on that.
Okay, we have a motion, okay. Dang, what did I do with it? A motion to go into executive session to discuss pending litigation. That is my motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Ms. Favor.
Okay, moved in second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Abstain.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes, 1 abstention. The motion does pass.
I would like
You got your
to
numbers wrong.
invite,
5 and 1.
I'm sorry, I apologize. It's 5 aye votes and 1 abstention. Thank
Like-
you, Mayor.
Mr. Lemon into the executive session.
Okay. All right. Y'all waiting on. Lincoln Heights regular council meeting. The Village of Lincoln Heights regular council meeting is now back in session. Today's date is Monday, April the 8th, 2024. The time is 8:43. Roll call, Ms. Randolph.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman
I mean,
Nona.
present, sorry.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Present.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Present.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Present.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter.
Present.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Present.
We have 6 who are present. We do have a quorum.
All righty. Any miscellaneous business? There's no miscellaneous business. Motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
And it's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Have a good night.